What's going on, guys? It's your man, Big Vegg. I am your Rocarazzi Media Ambassador, a.k.a. the Rocarazzi, a.k.a. your plantation sensation, and I'm in the building. You know what it is? I feel dope because I'm in the Bronx, birthplace of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Yes, BX, stand up. And I'm with a dope person. You know, he's very well known in the community and beyond as a producer, engineer. He used to be an MC. Of course, a lot of y'all don't know that. But we're about to get to the nitty-gritty, and we're going to get into that, too, for my Rocarazzi Memoir Series. I'm with Elus.
Elus, short for elusive. Elus.
That's what's up. Real quick, you know, to put you on speed, this is my Rocarazzi Memoir Series where we basically tap into the past, present, and future of one's career. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing our viewers, of course, your past, where you came from, you know what I'm saying, and then the present, where you are now, and then, of course, the future, where you're planning to go. A nice in-depth interview, so just in case there's somebody that's checking you out for the first time, they know about you from beginning to end, of course, and then, of course, for more to come. So let's start from the past. Before we get into that, give me some knowledge and science and history behind your name. Like, where did that come from? Did it come from you from your MC days, or did you transfer that when you got into engineering and producing? Like, how did you get Elus?
Well, the first phase of my entry in music was me being a DJ. So I needed a DJ name, DJ Elus. But how did it evolve? I was basically 12 years old and doing PSAT homework. I was like, you know, a nerd. I was, you know, advanced and shit. So
it's cool to be a nerd, though.
It is. I embrace it. Okay. You know what I mean? And no. I embrace it. I was playing chess and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they made movies behind this shit, but y'all don't know that. That's 90s shit. But go ahead.
Facts. That's facts. Facts. But basically over time, I was looking for a name. My first name, no bullshit, was Solo Kid.
Oh, Solo.
Yeah, like
was you solo?
Fact.
Was you solo?
Solo, yeah. But you know what I mean, that was kind of corny to me. Even to me, it was corny.
It didn't click.
Yeah. Okay. I looked in the dictionary. I had a PSAT words. Elusive was one of them, and the definition is hard to understand, hard to grasp. I was like, oh shit, that's me in real life, and kind of how I thought my rap flow was, like hard to get. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, elusive is nerdy though. Let me shorten it, Elus. You know what I mean? E-L-U-S.
So if y'all don't know, you know, the history behind the name, you're welcome. That's what I'm talking about. So let's dig more into the past. You grew up where? You were born and raised where?
Well, it's weird. It gets crazy. I was born in the Philippines. I'm an Air Force baby. Then I came to Queens. I know Sean Carn's watching this. Yes. Queens was my first borough, bro. Yes. Then I moved to the Bronx, where I've been repping ever since heavily. Because it ain't where you from, it's where you at. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm BX for life. You feel what I'm saying?
So you're KRS-One, not MC Shan.
I'm kind of both, though. Kind of. You know what I mean? I'm hip-hop.
You sure about that?
I'm hip-hop. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to get him. He didn't fall for it. I'm like, damn. All right, man. He's here. It's all love.
Love now. Word.
All right, cool. So you were, so I guess when you moved to the Bronx, I guess that's when you started your career in music. Like, how'd you get into music? You said you first started as a DJ.
My first start into music, but it started younger. Rest in peace, my grandmother. She reminded me of something. When I was 6 years old, I was recording on her cassette tape, and I used to make my own mixtapes, shouting out over the shit like a DJ. Shout out Kid Capri, like, you know, shit like that. You know, and that's what I started. And I was making tapes and passing them out in school.
And this is around, you said 6 years old.
Wow. And I didn't know the history till I was older, but that's called pause tapes. Because I was stopping on the radio, pausing it. But that's what they was doing. That was the early mixtapes. I thought I was innovative. I didn't know, like, nah, my G, we was doing that in the 70s. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Sorry, bro.
Word, pause tapes. But I was doing that at 6 years old.
Wow. So you entered the game as a DJ, as like, and you're...
I was always late. Always, since a little kid, I was always up late. You know what I mean? So I was... The radio came on after 10 o'clock. For a little kid, that's real late. You feel what I'm saying? So,
I mean, that makes sense to you now, being up all types of hours, making beats and engineering and all that. So,
you know? Word.
So you entered the game as a DJ. What was the next phase? Was you, after that, was becoming an MC?
See, I'm going to keep it real. keep it real. Don't laugh. Don't judge me. All right. I told my artist this already, but when I was 9, 3 years later, and this is cool. I own it though. You feel me? I'm telling you on your show, so it is what it is. You actually the first person to know this. So when I was 9 years old, they had auditions in gym class. I didn't know what for. I was doing flips and doing other shit. I was very athletic as a kid. Later on that afternoon, they tapped me and they brought me in. They was like, well, we want you in our school. We'll be meeting a couple times a week. It's for ballet. I was like, ballet? I was like, nah, B, chill. I went home, talked to my parents with it. They said one thing that convinced me. Michael Jordan did it. I said, word. And all I thought was like, yo, I thought about all them dunks, all of his, you know, the epic dunk, you feel what I'm saying? I was like, yo.
Yeah. Especially in Space Jam and shit. Shout out to Bugs Bunny. But go ahead.
Facts, though. Real talk. I mean, best soundtrack ever, too, by the way. Yes. Word. Top 5.
So you did ballet when you were young?
For 2 years. Word. 2 years. The new school of ballet.
So we went.
I opened up at the Joyce Theater for Gregory Hines and Mikhail Baryshnikov. I got shoes autographed by them.
Oh, there you go.
Facts.
So we went from DJ to ballet.
DJ to ballet.
Okay.
And then back to DJ when I was 12.
Okay.
Because I stopped when I was 11.
Okay, stop doing
I started getting impressionable. You know, you get older, you start thinking what people going to think. You feel what I'm saying? Then it was like, you know, the next level would have been me wearing the tights and stuff. So I was like, you know, impressionable. I was like, nah, you know. Yeah, I don't know. You feel what I'm saying?
We going to go back to the DJ.
Yeah, facts.
All right, that's what's up. So you went back to the DJing. How long did that last, I guess? Because I'm sure after that, then you started rapping or like what?
It kind of morphed. I was rapping at 9, too.
Oh, okay. So that started around, I guess, your ballet years?
Yep, around that time, yep. Elementary school. I first knew I could rhyme. It was like lunchroom battle. I battled a kid. He wanted to fight me after that. And I was like, words could do that? And that was power to me. You feel me? So I'm like, I just wrote. I wasn't really a rapper till about 12. You feel what I'm saying? But I was writing, yeah. Okay.
So maybe you can call yourself maybe a poet?
That was another entry later on. Yeah, I was a poet.
My man, yo, Elus be doing everything, man. You know what I'm saying? My man did flips.
I did a lot of walks. Blessed, man. For real.
So let's talk about your career as an MC. Let's fast forward a little bit. How did you get into MC? Well, you did talk about that, but when you got serious, like how was your approach becoming an MC? An MC.
I got serious in high school. And honestly, to be real, that's what got me out of trouble. I was never like the street kid. I was a nerd, but that's what kept me cool. The rap. You feel what I'm saying? I was always good with the street niggas for that. Right. So that was my past. You feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of, I guess, that. And plus, my pops being on drugs, that was like a therapy for me, you know, just being a rapper outlet. You feel?
Express yourself.
Yeah, I'm an 80s baby. Most of us had parents on drugs. It is what it is.
Crack.
Good now, though. Facts. Word up.
All right. So did you put any, music out, like to tell us a little bit about your career as an MC?
Not till I was 20. I was doing underground recordings and stuff like that, but when I hit college, that's when I put my first mixtape together, On With The Show Volume 1. Okay. That's a street classic, you know what I mean? Oh. I'm in an orange and brown hoodie. Oh. Crazy.
My man said 5 mics from the source.
10,000 units in the street.
Woo!
Word, real talk, though. 10,000.
My man with...
Then, no internet.
My man with hood platinum. That's what I'm talking about.
I go hard, claim my impoverishment, forgotten no acknowledgement. I dropped out of college, street smarts, got my doctorate. KindGenius, use Twitter, you can follow then. Like in the 8 Odyssey, do follow true. In the booth where I live, it's my residential. Time near revision, be wearing the presidential.
That's what's up. So we got that. So you did that. Was there anything that came up that came after that? Like shows, anything like as far as performances? Like talk a little bit about that.
Definitely. It was like about, I would say, what, I said 20, right? So it was about a good 10-year stretch or so.
10-year run of your MC career.
Yeah, but I say 20, but I started 18.
Seriously, they took it serious because in college, like you said,
In college, that's when it was real.
Recording in the studio.
But I was, I was at open mics with like Homeboy Sandman, Sky Zoo, you know what I mean? I came up with these cats. You feel me? I'm from that era. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, lyricists, but just my era. We kind of not 90s rappers, but we was like the early 2000s,
okay.
That era. You feel what I'm saying? Theophilus London, I've done shows with him. You feel what I'm saying? He's overseas crazy now. A lot of people, you feel what I'm saying? I came up with P, Fred the Godson, that's my people's goods,
Federico!
Half the Bronx, my G. Corey Guns, I was just with him. You seen it on the Facebook. You know what I mean? This is off the interview shit, but real shit. Just Bronx love, you know what I mean? Heavily Bronx, you know what I mean?
That's what it is, my brother doing it. When did you step into, I guess, the engineering and producing phase of your career?
When I was a DJ, I automatically was recording. I recorded off cassette tapes first. And then about 14, my cousin brung his boy over and gave a program. He was supposed to show me how to use it. Left the country the next day, fam.
So kind of left you stranded.
I think I told you this story. Facts. But I ain't tell y'all. But yeah, well, word. Like, overseas, like he went overseas.
He just bounced on you.
And it was no internet. This is right before the internet kicked off. Like, I'm 33, you feel what I'm saying? So this is right before the shit was popping. We ain't have internet. We ain't know how to search and shit.
Right. There was no Google. There was no YouTube, university. Like, there was no, you know what I mean? You had to, this was the era,
It was crazy. And I self-taught myself. I don't know if that sounds weird, but y'all get me.
That's fine.
Basically 2 years straight, and then I got Pro Tools. And by then I already knew engineering somewhat. And then that developed over 4 years until I hit college, and I perfected the engineering totally. One interview with a guru, 15-minute conversation. He's the engineer for Jay-Z, Rockefeller Records, classic. He told me he was mixing shit at the crib and had my equipment. He was naming shit I had at the crib. I said, why? How you doing that? He said, brother, it's digital now. He said, you don't need much. That 15-minute convo inspired me to become ill. And I was ill in the basement. I went on to do radio, Hot 97 Power. I was on Music Choice from my crib. No booth, no disrespect to the studios I've worked at since, but that's my best studio. Real talk, the crib.
I mean, that's where it usually starts anyways.
Facts. Okay.
That's what it is, my brother. So what was the first program that you did use for sound engineering? Like
Cool Edit Pro.
Cool Edit Pro.
When Centrillium owned it. You know what I mean? I know Adobe owns it now. It's Adobe Audio Editor or something now. But yeah, way back then, Centrillium owned it. It was called Cool Edit Pro. Word.
Cool Edit. And then after that was Pro Tools. Then you've been rocking with Pro Tools ever since.
Well, Cool Edit Pro 2 and then Pro Tools.
Okay. Well, I'm saying now you just do Pro Tools.
That's strictly Pro Tools, and I produce on Logic.
That's what's up. Let's talk about the production. How'd you get into producing?
That's about over 3.5 years now I've been producing. Honestly, my whole career I never wanted to produce. I had an MPC at one point when I was like 17. Never touched it. 2 times out the year I touched it. It got stolen. I ain't care about it. Well, I'm rapping. I'm engineering. I'm good. So I got tired of rap. Now, it was just like a point where, damn, I've done a lot. Now, I had underground success. I never, I could have still rose, but I felt accomplished. You feel what I'm saying? I always wanted to be known in the city. I mean, that's be known in the Bronx.
That's what really counts, really.
You feel what I'm saying? And respect it for what I did, and
everything.
And I reached that. You feel what I'm saying? So it was nothing to feed me. So I produced. That was the next passion. It was like, you know what? Let me create now, because now I did it off this. Let me do it off nothing now. Let me do it from nothing, from nothing, and make a vibe, make an emotion. I can make you feel away from a beat. You feel me? I may make you want to party. This too depressing. Turn this shit off, my nigga. Depending on your mood, you feel me? I mean, I'm calling you my nigga. No. Because he got the pro black. Nah. I gotta respect. Facts. So he's not my nigga. That's a fact.
Yes. You're my brother. But speaking of producing, I mean, Lord Finesse, I feel like he said it best. No, it wasn't Lord Finesse. Showbiz of DITC Bronx. He said best. I mean, if the beat ain't knocking, then there's no reason to listen to it. It starts from the production.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And Showbiz being one of the illest producers with Lord Finesse and the whole DITC crew. You know, rest in peace, Big L. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's what's up. That's what's up. So
everything you named, I'm tied to too. I was DITC's in-house engineer for about a year and a half.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I left for my own situations, but it's still love. Shout out Showbiz, AG, the whole Lord Finesse is my boy's mentor. And he gave me jewels, the 4-bar breakdown. That's how I make beats from Lord Finesse. Facts. He gave him the jewels, and he passed it on to me.
Like song formatting as far as.
But that's a technique that he perfected. You feel what I'm saying? Lord Finesse. Word. And Big L, rest in peace, I did work for his documentary. You know what I mean? Facts.
There you go. I've seen recently, speaking of work, you definitely, as far as your production, you've definitely gotten your production into a couple movies and stuff like that. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, Unchained, I'm in the independent film Unchained. That's dope. I ain't gonna lie, it's not out yet. They hitting on film festivals.
Oh, okay.
But I got to watch it privately, and I'm all throughout the movie, yo. Like, the beat is, like, throughout the movie, fam.
That makes you feel good.
And every time the beat played, all the chicks was moving, yo. That shit just, it felt good. Like, I was like, yeah, that's my beat, son. Like, yeah, that's my beat.
It's like, yeah, that's me. By the way, that's me and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I made that. You made that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, just, you know what I mean? If you need a beat, let me know. You don't got to rap a sing. Just holler at me, all right? You know what I'm saying? But let me go. that's what's up, though. So any other scoring that you've done? Or was that the only one thus far?
Yeah, but I've done a video game scoring too, believe it or not. Shout out to Sean Khan, Quest for the Golden Mic. That's the name of the game. Video game, brother. I have 2 productions on that video game.
Wow.
Word.
That's kind of cool.
Word, definitely.
Okay.
Innovative, yo.
Okay. Anything else? Shit, you fucking do sports? What's up? Like, sports background?
That's why I do music. I'll tell you that. I didn't make the basketball team freshman year in high school. I made final cut, though. I'm proud of myself for that. See, I never picked up the athleticism since then. Like, I fell off with my physique and shit. But I was athletic. Like I said, I was doing ballet.
Yeah.
Fell back or whatever. Then that showed me, like, damn, my nigga, you got to work hard. I didn't make the team. I was like, you know what? Nah, these niggas go too hard with sports right now. Fuck it. They've been going hard. I've been easing back. I'm going to do music. I fell back, though. I ain't going to lie. I fell back with that and then music. Because that fed me. Like, I'm going to go with what feeds me. You know what I mean?
The next group.
Yeah.
So what's going on now? In fact, let's get a little bit more into your engineering. Like, obviously, your home is, you know, which we are at 259 Studio. Shout out to the Bronx. We are definitely in the building, 259 Studio. When did you start engineering here?
2015. I don't know exactly. Yeah, 3 years. I don't know exactly when, but roughly 3 years.
Okay, roughly 3 years. Okay. And how has it been here? Like, doing your thing here? Like,
it's been incredible. It's been very dope. I've got some big sessions here. It's just a good studio situation. And respect the previous studio situations. They may not have respected the studio spaces. You know, I say it that way. You know what I mean?
You've become, like, guess, like the in-house engineer for this studio.
Right, definitely.
Or at least one of them, because I know there's a couple of other engineers here as well. So
yeah, we have about 5 on staff, but I am the in-house the head engineer of the A room, and we have the B room manager John. So we do head these studios.
Okay, that's what's up. And like I said, it's been dope. You've been doing your thing. You've been getting a lot of good sessions, or
a lot of good sessions. I actually met my artist now, B.ANKHA, at this very studio. I had a session with her. I would say about a year, maybe 2 months ago. One session that, you know, that kind of changed my life, you know what I mean? And we've been rocking ever since, Hard Body. But y'all hear about her in another interview, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, briefly, let's talk about that also, you becoming a manager. I mean, now you're going into artist management. So now you're watching over somebody that, you know, that you could give advice to, you could, you know, I guess build with. Right. As far as music, like, how did you get into artist management? And how?
Honestly, she might could tell you better. I really don't know. I started as her producer.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, there's always a beginning. So when I get to her, y'all gonna know. But let's start. You know.
I started as her producer. And I ain't gonna lie, I overstep boundaries as a producer. You feel what I'm saying? I care about her career. And we just had a convo one day, and I was just like, yo, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you, yo. And we had a business discussion and an agreement, and I've been her manager ever since. Word.
Y'all making moves. I mean, you know. And usually, you know, without an artist, there wouldn't be production or producer, and then vice versa. Like, it kind of works hand in hand. You know?
Oh, that's my theory, too. I'm going to write a book on it. Music, right? Music. I'm big on words. So muse is putting things together. Ick is the act of or state of. So the state of putting things together is music.
This motherfucker elusive is the MC for real.
Real shit, though.
Metaphors and shit. This motherfucker.
Don't take my ideas, motherfuckers. Don't do that. That's my book.
Fact,
I will come. I got goons, my nigga. Chill out.
What he said. No. Listen. No. After the interview, we gonna talk about copyrighting the situation. There's no need for any goons or nothing. You know what I mean? But
saying I gave the idea out before that.
Right. But he does have goons on deck. So I suggest you, if you guys are watching this interview, you guys move very carefully with whatever y'all hear, and we're gonna leave it at that. All right, that's what it is. So tell us a little bit about what's coming up for your career, what you got going on. Do you have any? Do you have anybody that you're producing for that's coming up, that's dropping any compilations or any EPs? Are you engineering anybody in the near future? What's coming next for Elus?
Upcoming, honestly, is all B.ANKHA. Honestly, I mean, I am working with various artists. You know, shout out to K Bliss, shout out to Sean Khan, shout out to Silent Celeb, shout out to Joso BX. You know what I mean? Shout out to my cousin Heat. You know what I mean? V Black, you know. Well, V Black, we've yet to produce yet. We got to work on that, V Black. We got to set that up. So engineering wise, I work with a lot of people engineering. But production wise, I'm working with artists. I specifically look for voices or writers. If I could find both, that's what I really love. You know what I'm saying?
So vocalists and songwriters.
Well, I ain't even gonna say vocalist, because as a rapper too, if your voice is unique or strong, powerful, or just, you know, it could be even weak, but it's like, oh my God, that shit is so hot and it's so unique. You feel me? Like, if it's unique, I like that. You know what I mean? I look for that. So be yourself, artists. If you looking for, that's my best advice for artists. Be yourself, because we looking for that. You know what I mean? I speak for all producers. We looking for originality. There's been a whole lot of cloning going on, so we looking for that.
AKA biting.
That's what's gonna win. You feel me? Biting, all that. Okay. We ain't looking for that. We looking for originality. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, and there you go. Any last words and last shout outs you want to leave for the people before we end this off?
Well, one thing I'm gonna just give y'all advice. Anybody, whether you're into music or whatever you're trying to pursue, I preach this in most of my sessions nowadays. Just know. Look yourself in the mirror and just know this. You your own best friend or your worst enemy. So I don't care if things don't go right. Don't blame outside things. Don't blame other people. Don't blame situations. Blame yourself. It's your decisions. Your lack of being prepared. Your lack of skills. Your lack of consistency. Ambition. Whatever it is. What you know. Like I said, look in the mirror. I know what my flaws were. And still are, because I'm still working on them. You feel what I'm saying? We human. It's a process. Look at yourself in the mirror and strengthen that. And I guarantee you'll be successful. For our shout-outs, everybody that fuck with me, the whole BX, hip-hop, you know what I mean? It's so many people to name, you know what I mean? Y'all know who y'all, you know what I mean? Triborough's the greatest. It's still Triborough for life. This is the KindGenius. I ain't even give my producer alias. Y'all know me as Elus, but the KindGenius is my producer name. You know what I mean? So
how'd you get that?
It was given to me. My man Skittle said, you know what? You're not an evil genius. You a kind genius. I say, yo, that's hot. The world needs more kindness, yo.
That's very true, especially nowadays.
Word. It's like a reminder for myself, because I'm an Aries, so we could turn up, you know what I mean? So be kind, bro. Like, it's a reminder to myself, too. Like, you feel me? You smart, bro. Be kind. You don't got to wild out. Like, word.
I've been waiting 6 months for this, yo. 6 months. That's half a year. I've been waiting.
My bad.
No, it's okay.
And it's a rainstorm too. It's a thunderstorm and all that.
Yo, I came through. It was raining, snowing, tornadoes, all that. Well, not tornadoes, but y'all get my point. It's crazy outside, and I still came through. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have the lack of ambition. I didn't have the lack of determination. I set a date. And I'm like, yo, I'm coming. I'm here. That's what it is. So
you was consistent. You definitely was consistent. 6 months. My apologies, but I told you what I told you.
I know you busy, bro. It's cool,
bigger than that. I wanted to have stuff to talk about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He didn't want the interview to be like 2 minutes, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Tell people how they can follow you, your Instagram, Twitter, website, especially if they want to book you for studio time and, of course, production for them to work with you.
The easiest way, I would say, if you have Instagram, you could @ me at KindGenius. There's no trick spelling. Kind, like opposite of evil, K-I-N-D, genius, G-E-N-I-U-S. I have a beat website you could check out, signmycheck.com. Also, please check out my artist, B.ANKHA, girlfromthebx.com. And you can email me if you want. You could put it on. You could put the information on. Beats by KindGenius at gmail.com. You know what I mean? I just gave it the slow so you could put it. You know what I mean? You feel me? I got
my man, help me out with the editing. This is what I'm talking about. Because this shit is hard. You gotta edit the shit, man.
You be talking fast. You gotta, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Like, slow down. I'm about to slow you down. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up. Now you know about him, man. The past, present, and future. And this is what it's about, man. It's all about finding the creatives and oh, go ahead.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
Thank you, bro.
Oh. I've been waiting. Thank you. 6 months, and today it happened to have a tornado, and it's snowing outside, and earthquakes and shit. And I had to go through mad time travel to get here, yo. Definitely, we here though, and that's what it is. It's your man Big Vegg. I'm your Rocarazzi Memoir Ambassador. Like I told y'all, this is the Rocarazzi Memoir Series, where we tap into the past, present, and future of one's career. Now you know about the past, present, and future of this brother's career, and there's obviously more to come. And like I told y'all, I always tell you, I got more artists, I got more producers, I got more DJs, I got more to come for y'all. So definitely stay tuned, all right? Stay tuned.
He's a genius.
Over 100 degrees, I feel it dripping with ease. I come through and fuck up a check. This me and my team. I could give you just what you need. Everybody notice me. Notice me. How could they not notice me? Over 100 degrees, I feel it dripping with ease. I come through and fuck up a check. This me and my team. I could give you just what you need. Everybody notice me. Notice me. How could they not notice me? How could you not notice me? I'm dripping all over the scene. The sun in my eyes, it's the perfect time to have them knocking on my feet. To have them knocking on the beat. Hear my name, bells ring. Coming quicker, popping hits, getting bigger, man, you know what we get to. I'ma tell you once, ain't gon' say it twice, I'm about to truly be an issue. Fire flames about 100 degrees, I say I do it with ease. Pushing through like a missile. I come around, baggage on my back, cause I've been with the shit you went to. But you know that I stay down. Let the haters say what they say. Now I remind myself that I'm gonna be around.